I want to start with cocoa prices because it must be top of mind for you and other chocolatiers. The hedge fund manager Pierre Andurand made a bold call recently. He said that the world could run out of chocolate inventory, not right away, but down the road. And in the near term, cocoa prices have more room to go higher. What are you seeing? What are you hearing?
So as you reported a minute ago, obviously the crop prices have gone up substantially, broadly off the fact that, yes, there has been a very poor crop, around 30% down this year, but those issues are accentuated by the long-term underinvestment by the industry in paying farmers a living income, productivity, disease management, and all the other issues that then creates. And, from Tony's point of view, where we have made a commitment to end exploitation in the cocoa industry and made that commitment to living income, these are some of the things that we've been warning about for a long time. So yes, there's a huge challenge, and I hope that this short-term crisis is a real wake-up call for everybody to make sure that we support farmers, invest in productivity over the long term, because with climate and variability risks increasing, if we don't do that, some of those risks really could come home to be a stark reality for the chocolate industry.
So these are structural issues, and I'm glad you bring up living income, because your company is 19 years old. It was founded by 3 journalists investigating forced labor on cocoa plantations and commits to paying cocoa farmers a living income to address child labor. How are your farmers addressing the challenges of all that we discussed? Climate change, bad weather, the scarcity of fertilizer, the outbreak of 2 plant diseases?
Yeah, the reality is that they need support to do that. This is millions of smallholder farmers, all with very small plots each. And again, it's not just about paying a living income price, which we commit to do. It's also putting the other programs around productivity, around disease management, to make sure that yields are increased. And also some of the other issues. 1.5 million children working in child labour conditions because the farmers can't afford to have to pay for labour to prune their trees. That's a huge problem. And so we can't expect farmers to do it alone. It needs to be a partnership, and that just hasn't been the industry norm for a long time. And that needs to change quickly. And that's what Tony's Chocolonely was, came into existence to prove that a model could work. And our model is working on the ground, and farmers feeling very supported by us, and seeing that productivity and child labour rates dramatically reduced when it's done in combination the right way.
So as you mentioned, maybe this will be a wake-up call to the chocolate industry. We know that some big chocolate manufacturers are looking at the price increases of cocoa futures and taking steps to offset that by reducing the size of their offerings. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I think there is a reality that prices in the market are going to have to go up. This has been such a rapid and short-term shock. We're looking, we haven't made any exact decisions, but we're looking exactly how we manage this as the cocoa futures start to hit our pricing. What's really important is that as the pricing hopefully starts to moderate down the line, that the industry makes a commitment to living income prices and doesn't just pocket the difference then to make even more profits and continue to underinvest in the farmer. And so, even though these prices are crazy in the market, the biggest issue is that that's not feeding through to the farmer. Because, the way that the market's regulated, the price is on a massive lag, but also with yields down 30%, that they're not receiving the market uplift and their yields are down. So this is not boom time for the farmers.
No.
It's a lot of speculators in the middle that are making money here as well.
Okay, so you have not raised prices yet. You're looking and kind of watching the situation as it unfolds. Are you hedging against the increase in cocoa prices?
Yeah, so hedging, like everybody, right? There's rolling purchasing that we do, and so there is a lag effect in terms of how that feeds through to consumer prices. The reality, though, is that delays an issue rather than solves an issue, because ultimately you're buying on a rolling basis. So these prices are coming down the line to consumers. You won't have seen the price increases that have already gone to the market really reflect the issues that were in sugar and dairy from 12 months ago. The prices for cocoa and this massive spike that we've seen since January are not reflected anywhere in the market yet, but they will be in the next 6 months.
Okay, yeah, that's a good reminder that it's not just the price of cocoa, right? It's also the price of dairy, of sugar. I want to talk a little bit about Tony's in the U.S. You've grown fairly quickly in this market, quadrupling your business here since 2020. You've got a presence in Whole Foods, Target. I saw you at REI. As an ethical chocolatier, how do you think about which distributors you want to partner with?
So I think how we think about this, and actually we've just secured a national listing in Walmart over the last couple of weeks as well. We believe that making ethically sourced, living income paid chocolate as widely available as possible is the right thing to do, because ultimately our primary objective is to end exploitation in the cocoa industry in West Africa, and we do that by growing our business, putting more beans back sourced from West Africa is the way that we solve that issue. So in the trade-offs and decisions that we make, it's about getting wide and visible distribution. And in order to raise awareness of the issues, because I think it's certainly in the US, not as many consumers are aware of the fact that 1.5 million children are working illegally on cocoa farms in West Africa. We need to raise awareness of that issue, because once you know, you can't unknow it. But we need to provide a solution, and that is our great tasting bars with a great brand, but with living income price paid and by sourcing principles applied.
Once you know, you can't unknow. Douglas, let me ask you about Howard Schultz. He's the Starbucks founder, and he bought a stake in Tony's. What kind of actionable advice has he shared about building the company, the brand, into a global consumer brand?
So it's a very new partnership, but during the process of investment, it was very helpful to get his perspective in terms of particularly the retailer landscape in the US and how we build the brand at the right pace in the right way. And so we've had I would say limited interaction to this point, but very much the reason that we took an investment from Howard Schultz was because of his experience. And as we grow, as you say, incredibly fast in the US, having someone with his experience on board, I think, is going to be invaluable for us.
And Douglas, before I let you go, any plans to add ingredients to your chocolate to kind of address the high prices, maybe adding nuts, less actual chocolate, expanding to other kinds of candy?
So not in the short term. We think we have some fantastic recipes, and again, making sure you make a commitment to your product is the right way to do it. But as a brand, as we grow, we're actually introducing lots of new products as well. So the combination effect, and as well as bars, we now have snacking products as well that we've just launched in the US. So I think you'll see a lot more from us on the product innovation front, but driven by kind of strong consumer demand for our brand and the ethics that sit behind our brand as well.